Hello everyone, it's Wednesday the 14th of April. This week for the challenge we've got Rusting Factory. We've got Charged Scouts to give us a hand with this one. It's not a bad challenge, a nice mix of maps on this set. There's a couple of pretty tough ones though as well. So we'll start with probably the hardest map of the set, which is two-way. So it's very enclosed spaces. You got two tanks, usually one on the left, one on the right. You've got blind corners to start with, and you've got to open 3 out of 6 boxes. So you've got 3 on the left, 3 on the right. So you've got to go 2 ways usually. And then you've got to get to the exit at the top. It gets crowded pretty quick. I think the best team to use on this one for quite a long way will be 2 scouts and a bruiser, or 2 scouts and a beta possibly. Usually go left and kill the ones that are around the corner with your charge scouts. And then try and recharge and take out the tank on the left. Open the boxes, and if you've got to go to the right hand side, take it a bit slowly, get charged back up before hopefully having to take on the next tank. It is going to be a tough map. Hopefully someone will find some trick to make it easier, but I don't think there was any last time. One thing to be aware of is to the right of the exit line there is actually a space there, so just be careful when you're running for the line you don't overshoot it and mess yourself up. So start with the worst and go on to the next worst. Kill room. Again, it's a killer walkers with 2 tanks, blind corners on the left and right around the crates and the shelves. Standard killer walker tactics though, with Sasha 2 assaults or assault bruiser, or shove Shane in there as well with either an assault or a bruiser. Camp out in one of the corners. I think most people like to camp out the left hand side. Last few times we've had this, we've had charged hunters or charged assaults, which make the start a lot easier. But the idea being you camp out there, build a wall, set the tanks on fire, or explode them with Shane. Horrible map. I'll be going through the round quite a lot on those 2 maps at higher level, rather than doing the master maps of them, because they're horrible. Next map is the locker room, which is open 3 out of the 8 lockers. There's an auto spawn pile in the middle, and an incoming. It's very similar to the room, which we had a couple of weeks ago. So beta and 2 scouts, beta scout warrior, possibly even beta scout and a shooter with cripple. Note that you can't herd crippled walkers, so just be careful on that one. I'm not sure if it's a bug or a feature, but don't. If you are using a shooter with cripple, don't try and herd after it, because you won't be able to. You gotta be quick, so most of these maps you want to get over to the right hand side as quick as possible. Scout Glen's going to be helpful in this, being able to open 1 and then move and herd, or open 2 on 1 turn and then get back to the exit. Where the incomings come in, the auto spawns come in around the spawn pile. Never assume you're going to be able to run back along the bottom, because it might get blocked in. Next one is Through the Wire, which is quite a fun map. Similar to, so it's killer walkers, there's 2 tanks and a fair few armoured. Sasha, assault, Shane, or any other hunter with fire will probably be the best team for this one. Just like fenced off last week, you can use the defence to control the walker movements using their priority targeting system. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do a little walker priority targeting tutorial at some point this week. I'll try and get it done sooner rather than later. I'll be using this map as to show it off. But basically you can make them come around the middle, then come back round, and then go back on themselves. So just sort of dance backwards and forwards whilst they burn down until you're ready to kill them. One of the main things to do to make sure you do on that, if you're using that tactic, is to make as many of the walkers aware as possible. Because if they're wandering, they can wander anywhere and mess you up. Next map is Empty Hideout. Nice big open space, open free crates. Usually a group of walkers around sort of near each of the crates to start with. Beta 2 scouts is gonna get you through this quite easily, I imagine, up to a certain point. And again, Pizza Glen or Scout Glen is gonna be really useful to be able to open the boxes, and you get out of the way, or the boxes on the left and the right you can actually open and get to the exit on the same turn, which can be helpful if you need a quick exit. Right Glen also works well if he starts charged, because the walkers at the top, as you can see, are usually bunched together quite nicely. So that can help out at higher level when your scouts aren't one hit killing. And just something else to remember, you can exit on the left or the right of this map. You don't all have to exit on one side or the other, so bear that in mind. It can come in quite handy if you need to split your people up. And lastly, we've got Opposing Forces, which used to be one of the most horrible maps ever, until some clever person figured out a little trick you can use with free scouts and Huntsman Daryl. So what you want to do is use low level free cool scouts or shooters. As you can see here, just common people, which if the trick doesn't work, because it's not 100% guaranteed, you can flee, leave one of those, then just trash them and call another survivor. The trick to it is that Freemen will always very rarely attack if they're far away. They'll go into Overwatch a couple of spaces away. So what you can do is lure them round the central boxes and make a dash for the exit. To do this, you need to, on the first move your survivors to this position. I find it helps, I don't know if you have to, but it seems to work better if you put them in this order. So Daryl in the person in first position, in Daryl here, person in second position top right, person in third position on the portrait order at the top. If at this point there is a walker next to the gate on the right, this scout will go and attack it, and then it won't work, this trick. So you can give it a go, but it messes it all up. Because then what you do is you run down here, again keeping them in this order, and then the scouts and warriors and bruiser will run around to come and get you, but stop just here by the crates. And then on your third move, you go and open the gate with Daryl and place your survivors here and here. Another point where this trick can fail is if there's a walker here that blocks you. Again, it's a case of fleeing with one of your pawn scouts and trying again. From this position, you just run to the exit. So it can work first time every time for 4, 5, 6 goes in a row, and then you'll be stuck on it for 5 or 6 attempts where it won't work. But it is the easiest way of doing it at a high level. And I'll do a proper commentary video explaining all the moves and what to look out for as soon as I can. Sorry it's a bit rushed today. I'm heading out in a minute with the family, so I'll try and get some videos done later, but it'll be a bit later than usual for this. So hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching.